2, 3, 4. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of How to Be a Movie Snob. We're back, folks, and we are weird and creepy and super snobby on this week, guys. Welcome back, guys. Glad to have you here and there.
Hi.
Thanks.
It's been a while.
Hi.
It's been a minute. It's been a little bit. It's been a little while.
So much so that we're completely falling apart technology-wise.
Nothing is working. If this episode gets on the air, it'll be a miracle. A miracle. Joined
welcome.
in studio, I have the lovely Mariah.
Hello.
How you doing, Mariah?
Hi, I'm super great.
Super great. Thanks for asking. What's new with you?
Nothing. Just living the dream.
This is the worst interview ever.
Another year
This
older.
is why we don't do interviews
Another
anymore,
year
guys.
Great
older,
content.
another year wiser.
That's true. You are...
Just don't ask. Now you know. Don't ask that question. So
Yeah.
don't.
Speaking of awkward questions, what's your name, sir, from far away?
Betty or Diane or Rita or Pat.
Correct answer is Tricky. We're going to go with Tricky now. We're going to call Patrick Tricky from here on out.
Cookie.
Oh, Cookie? That's a good one, too.
Cookie. I did like Cookie.
Cookie's cute.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Hey,
Good to see you.
how you doing,
Hey.
Pat?
Great.
Bum
Doing great.
behind the restaurant.
Excited to talk about this movie. It's one of the few movies my wife watched with me.
Wow.
For the podcast.
That's
and it's
unfortunate.
Not up for an Oscar.
That is unfortunate.
And she, I think, largely regretted it.
Yeah.
but,
Oh, I could see
Might
that.
be the last time
Yeah,
she does that.
I didn't even give the option to my wife. It was not even
Yeah.
on the table.
Yeah.
Almost spoiler alert.
Oh.
By this
They're a whole
director
minute
alone,
early.
I was knowing this was not going to be a family fun entertainment film.
No.
And I was righter than I've ever been in my life. I never knew I could be so right on something. Yeah. How would you describe this movie, Mariah?
Well, I could read the
No,
something.
I
or
want
other.
you
Synopsis?
to tell me how you would describe this movie.
This is a movie without cohesive plot.
Okay.
Where reality is a mystery throughout the whole thing. And
Yeah. Okay, so it's like reading Rainbow, right?
but with boobies.
Oh, not that kind of real. I don't remember LeVar Burton signing up for that. Maybe he did. I don't know.
Geordie might have.
Jordy might have for sure.
Take a look in a book.
And you'll find David Lynch's Weird Dreams.
It's
sorry.
like a hologram.
It's a hologram.
I mean, if we're talking Trekkie
it's
wise,
a hologram.
this is a
If you turn on the warp drive, the hologram.
Oh boy,
Gee.
nailed it.
really,
Pat,
this is
what,
turning into
what
a
movie
mish.
did we watch this week?
We watched 2001's Mulholland Drive.
My goodness. By the infamous David Lynch, director extraordinaire. Maybe
It's wild for a lot of reasons that this came out in 2001.
it is. Yes, it is. And you kind of can see why it got all the acclaim, because there's been nothing like it before it, for sure. And not really too much that I've
Well-
watched after it, but I'm sure it's influenced quite a bit. Just because I probably haven't watched movies down this genre too often, just to be real.
I think you can draw a pretty straight line from Twin Peaks to this movie.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So there is things that David Lynch already did that are like it, but it is unique in kind of every other way.
Yes. Well said. Well, guys, we're going to dive into it. But before we get into the plot, which is going to be hilarious to try to explain, we're going to have our cold brews and hot takes. This week's cold brews and hot takes is sponsored by no one. We have been sponsor-free, unsullied by corporate sponsors since our induction into the podcast world. So you know what we're saying. comes from the heart, and we really mean it.
We choose these based on taste,
That's right.
not money.
No, that's
Yeah.
right.
Unless they were on sale, and then maybe a little based on money.
And don't get me wrong, we will sell out the minute we can. For corporate sponsors, we're open. Our souls are right out there. We can be bought. Our opinions can be jaded, for the record. Right now, they're not, frankly. We're just going to let you know how it is because we got nothing to lose. So, Pat, do you want to start us off with this week's Cold Brews and Hot Takes?
I'd love to. My hot take is brought to you by Elysian Juice Dust, which is a juicy
An
IPA.
unfortunate
A
name,
juicy
I
space
just have
dust.
to say. Why?
I mean, it's Lynchian in its nonsense,
Yeah.
you know?
I'll give you that.
My hot
Juice
take
dust.
is it's like bad. Something bad happened to get juice dust.
I got juice dust all over my shirt.
I'm going to throw this away because of all the juice dust.
My hot take is that I can feel that this movie was originally a made-for-TV project in both good and bad ways.
Yeah. That's one of my, like, can you believe? And then I'm like, oh, yes, I can believe. 100%.
It's maybe not so hot, but I quarreled with myself about stating, should all David Lynch projects just be made for TV? And I couldn't quite pull that trigger. So there you go.
Okay.
Okay. My cold brew and hot take is a Kirkland lager because I was too lazy to walk upstairs and get my usual black pea porter. So that's the level I'm at, folks. And this is for the dollar, let's just be real, one of the best lagers on the market, made by Deschutes here in Bend, Oregon. We're not in Bend, but you get the idea. It's a quality beer.
Deschutes
quality
makes
price.
the Kirkland lager?
Yeah, which is why it's
Wow.
delicious. So still probably my favorite Hell's Lager on the market right now, and it's a steal at your local Costco.
Oh, there you go.
Also, not being paid by Costco, but
I don't know that they sponsor a lot of
Happily.
people.
No, I don't think they do. Hot take. There's a lot of unnecessary nudity that doesn't add to the film. And that is probably not a hot take at all. You could have...
Not according to the director.
Of course not. Of course not. But
It's needed.
I get it. You have to show... But you think certain scenes on the couch would have got the thing across without the... Like, you know... We'll get into that. But if that's not a hot take, I don't know what is, guys. Isn't nudity a hot take in itself? Not for David Lynch, I guess. He's...
No.
Not for David Lynch. It's probably like, same old story.
Yeah.
Same old story. Oh, man. Other hot take is just because it's hard to understand doesn't make it snobby. That's my other kind of exhausted hot take, but there we go. Okay, Mariah, what you got for us?
Well, my hot takes are brought to you by Ninkasi
Nice. Little Eugene beer.
Northwest IPA, because that's where we
Represent.
are. I guess the one I wrote down, hot take, was this would have been better as the originally intended TV spin-off to Twin Peaks. And the second hot take is that I think maybe David Lynch only works well with Kyle MacLachlan as something watchable.
Ooh, that's a good hot take.
And that's something I'm maybe not 100% behind, but it's pretty close.
It's spicy. I
It's
like
pretty
it.
close.
I like that. That's good.
Kyle MacLachlan was not in Elephant Man.
I know.
And
That's
Dune
why I
was
was like,
kind of trash. So, you know.
right. But which leads us back to circle back to just do TV.
It's hard. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, David.
Okay, I'm getting some spice from
The feelings
from you
are
guys.
coming
Yes.
through in the hot takes.
Great. Good.
On your hot take, Pat, I would have to say I am so interested what the heck this thing would look like as a TV show.
Yeah. How
But I guess I
ABC was
kinda
not
would see
interested.
It'd probably be just a lot slower without all the spiciness. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it'd probably
a
just
slow burn, weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
Twin Peaks-ish, I
yeah,
guess.
I guess so.
Twin
Yeah,
Peaks
that's
set
fair.
in LA.
Equal red lamps, but less
Yeah. Red
topless
lamps,
ladies.
his little person friend being a creepy in a curtained room.
Yep. Loved him.
Classic.
Love the cowboy. Cowboy was very random.
Cowboy. Oh man, the casting in this.
Oh, it's insane. It's insane.
There's a lot
As
to dig into.
Yes.
As much as I knew about the cast of this and who was in it, Billy Ray Cyrus was for sure a what?
I'd seen that he was in it, and then I forgot until the scene came up, and I was like, "Oh, right." And I suppose for the part,
Yeah. He did a great job.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Oh my goodness, this is the part I'm dreading. Yeah, who wants to start us off with the plot of this ridiculous, abstract plot movie?
I can try and get us to the opening of the blue box. And
Wow,
then
that's
somebody
impressive. If you get that far,
The first
somebody
plot.
can take over.
the first plot. Yeah, that's impressive. Actually,
Plot
just
number
get through
one.
that. Okay.
Here we go.
part 1 and 2-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we open on Betty, a new to Hollywood, wide-eyed, wannabe actress, coming to town, staying in her aunt's apartment or house. Immediately has a gig or an audition. She starts meeting all these high rollers and discovers an amnesiac, beautiful woman in her apartment who she quickly takes in and starts trying to solve the mystery of this woman's identity in semi-lighthearted / scary hijinks that leads to a dead body,
Yes.
a club with pre-recorded music, a purse full of money, a blue key, and, some lesbian lovemaking.
Yes. And a very, all of this very, until, before the lesbian lovemaking, because that was very surprising for the tone that the movie was at. It was a very whodunit sort of situation. Very like, oh, this is a mystery movie.
Yeah.
Also, we have seemingly random interstitials of a hitman bungling a job,
Yes.
a restaurant customer frightened to death by some ghoulish woman.
From his dreams.
Had to look up whether that was a woman or a man. I'll be honest. I didn't know it was going down there.
Something.
Yep.
And then the accident that caused the woman to become amnesiac.
Yes.
And then Robert Forster, who is top billing, and he's in 1 minute of this movie. And you're like, oh, he went away. He was a detective apparently trying to solve this case.
Yes. Yes. I thought he was a big deal until he didn't show up ever again in the film. That was very much...
Well, I think that plot point kind of didn't show up again in the film.
You wonder if
we never found out why they were going to offer or...
Two detectives showed up.
Yeah.
We never see them, but it was mentioned that there were a couple of detectives.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think... Oh, and then, there's a blue box, and they find a key at that fun...
We're super excited to see what's going to go on.
No Banda.
Yep.
And when they open the box, we switch to an entirely different story.
Apparently.
Yeah.
But is it?
Are we? Yes.
Oh, also, there's a weird... All the stories. There's also a story of a director who is being forced to cast a woman, and his storyline brings in the lovely Billy Ray Cyrus as the man sleeping with his wife. Yes.
Yeah. I
think those are all the pieces of part 1-ish.
Yeah. And you really feel like they're going to get connected by the mobsters pressuring the director and Rita's storyline.
Oh, yeah. I feel
like
about the
there's a
mobster.
connection.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Another way to describe this plot. This might be way too... Okay, spoilers right now. Here we go. Spoilers immediately.
They're just musings.
And
There's no proof that any of these are really...
I have read 2 or 3 plots of this movie saying that this was the plot. But I don't think David Lynch says that this is the plot.
He didn't say.
So I'm going to say what a lot of people say is the plot. A guilt-ridden woman goes into the world of fantasy after she ordered a hit on her lesbian girlfriend and escaped to this imaginary world.
Where it would have gone better.
Where it would have gone better.
Where she is the helper.
Where she is the one helping her to get
hero
back.
and a successful actress
Yes.
and all these things.
And so that is either given away, whether that's true or not. I saw that plot line as well described as what this movie actually was. Yeah. Ironically enough, it was a lot shorter.
Well, and it's really more believable as a psychotic break of, this person. Yeah, it's more like, it's definitely more likely to me, more plausible that she killed her ex-girlfriend in a jealous rage and then just decides to go into Delusionville and make up that they just happened to put before the reality of the situation in the order of the film.
New hot take. I just remembered it. The makeup artist deserves the Oscar over anyone else in this film for having Naomi Watts be both those 2 characters. I literally thought it was 2 different actresses. That's how impressed I was with both Naomi Watts.
Very gullible.
Well, yeah.
I thought mostly...
Again. I knew it was the same person.
But this one has straight hair.
Yes,
no
Betty
makeup
had
on.
kind
And this
of
one has,
curly
and this one looks like a doll.
Yeah, the other one.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's what makeup does.
The other one had lipstick, not the same girl.
But but I thought it was almost like, because it was a different person. I'm like, maybe they're actually different actresses. So the blue box is when it breaks, and we actually do get different actresses playing different parts too.
Well, the same actresses or actors playing different parts.
Yes, except for the. I do have a question because I don't understand several parts of this movie. We need
What?
We can't answer these questions.
Seth, if you don't get it, you're just...
Yeah.
I just have to say, by the way,
I don't even want to explain it to you.
That is the best answer for David Lynch movie ever.
Isn't it obvious what happened?
The best part is that David Lynch doesn't confirm that is the plot. So that's the interesting part. I read that plot line.
Even to the actors.
I read that plot line, and I was like, oh, that is not official. That is just someone's take on the movie.
I think that's pretty close to Naomi Watts' understanding.
Yeah, that's what she felt was the reality of it.
Yeah.
But Justin Theroux apparently had no clue, really, what it was. And David Lynch would just... You say, you can ask all the questions you want. I'm not going to answer any of them.
Yeah. And I think it was nice that a lot of people accepted, like, you can't make sense of this. There's no figuring it out. And then there's the people that are like, no, I think this is what he meant. Nobody will ever know.
I think you can come up with a conclusion. That I know for me, I'm like, okay, good or not, here's what I think is happening, and I can find some interesting meaning and stuff. But boy, you can't do it while you're watching the movie.
No, that's the other thing is everyone said this is something you have to watch over and over and try and get more pieces.
I don't think I will. Yeah.
There was even like a list.
I feel like I should rewatch it, but I'm not going to.
No, there's also, isn't there like right at the beginning, like the VHS release or DVD release where 10 clues to watch for as you watch this movie.
Unlocking this thriller.
2 of them are before the credits.
I love that.
Yeah.
I watched the DVD and I still didn't get that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And when you do, I mean, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Because you can connect a bunch of dots, and it's kind of fun. But boy, watching it and trying to connect them is so hard. And I think it's a mistake. If for some reason
Yeah.
you watched this far into this podcast,
Yeah, I think
and
that's
you
correct.
haven't watched the movie yet, we watch the movie without trying to make sense of it till it's all done.
Yeah.
And if you feel your brain going, "Oh, I wonder if," shut it down. Just let it wash over you, and then maybe you'll go, "Oh yeah, okay." Because I was looking for stuff, and sometimes the movie would be like, "Okay, next scene." I guess it is going to tell me. Like I was like, "Who is Diane Selwyn?" Right when they opened the blue box.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh, like."
Yeah.
It's sort of a less satisfying Shyamalan-ish twist
Oh, 100%.
in some ways, because those, not that they're all good, because they are not, but those are usually
Last
like immediate,
Airbender was awesome.
right? Those are kind of this immediate thing, and this with the twist, you're like, okay, like I still got to brace for 40 more minutes to figure out maybe what this is.
It twists without revealing.
Yeah.
Yes, it just became a different movie in a way, and you're like, all right, now I'm watching this movie, and okay, do these things connect? And
Not so much, but really.
Yeah.
I think this movie benefits so much from researching it after.
Mm-hmm.
It is more appealing to me the more I look into it, and the more I think about it.
Yeah.
I watched it and I let it sit for a week. Like I didn't research it on purpose, just so I'd be like, "What is going on?" Like I wanted, and I was hoping, but then like it's hard to do the research without getting people's opinion on what it means. So that was kind of a bummer to actually get people's opinions, because like literally I read the plot is this, and I'm like, I mean maybe.
I don't even think it's just like this happens.
See, that would have been better, but though people say like this was the person's, like they inferred the motivation, which is there, but it could not be there as straightforward as what we're seeing.
I think Roger Ebert thought no part of this movie was a waking moment. Like he thought the entirety of this movie was some form of a dream.
Yes, that's right. I remember him saying that. Also, it's one of the few movies of David Lynch that he liked.
Yeah.
Because he's not a David Lynch fan, and he loved this movie.
Right.
Yeah.
So many people love this movie to the point where it gets ranked so high up.
#1 from the Brits. What is going on? This is the best
Sight
movie
and
of the
Sound, like number 8 or something.
I do think that this movie evokes a dream-like logic in a way that is pretty compelling.
Mm-hmm.
Like just sort of the semi-disparate connective tissue things. And it does try and tell you a lot of the stuff you see somebody's laying on a bed or sleeping before the next scene. And so there's kind of this like dreams within dreams, and you're like, well, whose dream is this? And I think that's compelling in a fun, artsy way. But as a viewer, it is hard to just grok the whole thing.
Yeah. But I still found that aesthetically, this movie is fun. Like, I love the noir, Hollywood kind of bit of it. I liked the makeup and the costumes and there's so many things that I thought were, this is so fun. Like, not only does this speak 90s to me, but it also speaks kind of old Hollywood, trying to make it like the apartment building where her aunt lived. It's just so fun. But yeah, I think aesthetically it was really cool in a lot of places.
Did you think it looked and sounded cheap, though? I found myself being like,
well, there's some shaky moments where you're like, why did you do that? But
I don't even necessarily mean like the handheld camera stuff or whatever.
The beginning, I feel, was on purpose, though. Like, everything, the cheesy grandpa, it looked like a TV show.
Well, it's ADR, like crazy.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like it was just all very intentional, and it was so Twin Peaks to me. It was just Twin Peaks.
And part of it I liked, but there'd just be bits where it's like cutting from scene to scene, like the background noise or whatever just cut out. And it would be like, and now we're in like a weird, quiet. It just was like, oh, like the mix was odd.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a hot take on that one, Pat.
I feel like it kind of added to the chaos of the lack of plot. I think it's just like you're just supposed to be disturbed and a little off kilter the whole time.
It could totally be purposeful.
No, I agree. I think it looked. I mean, there's some shots that still had the correct lighting, but the lighting seemed like they weren't doing the full. They weren't showing the depth of the faces like they do in a lot of shots to really make like the actors stand out a lot. It felt like their like lighting was too harsh. But I felt the same way when we watched for a lot of shots with Blue Velvet. When I watched Blue Velvet, I'm like, that is a kind of like why use that lighting setup? It's why not have a more cinematic lighting setup?
Well, and they're just generally all very attractive people, and I feel like just like in Blue Velvet, they're often very attractive people with like weird light. I mean, Isabella Rossellini and Kyle MacLachlan and same thing with like Laura Herring. It's like she's Miss USA and she looks kind of gritty and over makeuped in some of the scenes.
Oh, is that her? She was a Miss USA?
Yeah.
That's funny. Although
first Latina, I believe.
Also, he did just pick random people to play random parts as well. So they weren't all like supermodel Miss USA.
No, but the leads. I mean, Justin Theroux is arguably a very attractive person.
Oh, yeah, good looking dude.
I mean, Billy Ray Cyrus, you guys.
Come on, in a towel, please. In a towel.
I mean, this is, I guess, a fun fact, but David Lynch apparently did cast his lead actresses just from photos.
Yeah.
Yes. But his staff would only try to hold the photos back as long as possible, or only show him photos of people that actually could act.
That they thought could do it.
Yeah, because they knew that he didn't care if they could act or not. He only wanted the headshots.
It's so Lynchian.
Yes.
Can we get into some of the side characters? And like, this is again the Twin Peaks TV-ish vibe that I like most of the time. Is like, you are not an actor. You are delivering such a weird performance because of it. And I like that because this world is weird. Like the guy they put in Tom Mix's actual costume, I guess, or whatever, clothes.
Yep.
He was like a producer friend or something.
Yes.
And couldn't remember his lines.
Yes.
Justin Theroux, like,
I'm glad you have the story, yes.
Cue card. Yeah.
Oh, the cowboy?
Yeah, the cowboy.
Yeah.
Or
so they literally would write it on like his face, on his clothes.
Justin Theroux would hold up the cards for him.
Yeah.
Just
so he could
hilarious.
write.
Or the composer was one of the Italian mobster guys with Dan. Oh yeah, they had Dan Hedaya. What is his name? The other guy. Some of the better actors had like one line or no lines.
Is it Hedaya?
Yeah, Hedaya.
Yeah.
And he, again, top billing, barely in it. And how gross was him spitting out that cappuccino?
So strange.
It was so much, and like, it really grossed me out.
That whole meeting was so weird. Like, nobody knew what was going on at the table. They're like, wait, what are we talking about? Who are these people? Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, one guy on the director's side kind of knew what was going on, and
everyone else was like, who is this?
And we're trying again to like connect these dots with the, Rita, and it's like, don't try to do it.
Yeah.
Because then the appealing thing in hindsight is like, The failed actress is imagining this is how casting is done. That seedy guys come in and demand an actress is cast. And it has nothing to do with your talents.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, like that's cool. But man, you don't know that at all at this point in the movie. Like, how are you supposed to figure that out till the whole movie's over?
Yeah.
What was the other ones? I just put some of my notes. Lynch casts real weirdos. Oh, the creepy guy she did the scene with.
Like Sergio.
Oh, her audition.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
That
Very
was like
upsetting.
so uncomfortable. But it was at the end of it though too. You're like, all those people were like high fiving, like, we found her. This is her part. She did so great.
James Karen.
Yeah, that was so weird.
Yeah, that was great.
Also,
So different from
I
the way
love
she
that
warmed
Ann
up.
Miller is in it. Coco, it's her last role,
Oh, yeah.
and she's
The
like,
director's mother.
yeah, the director's mother, Hollywood pinup.
Oh, I never. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What was the other one?
there's just a lot, man, this movie.
Oh, the other cool thing again in hindsight, which, you know, if you rewatch it, it's like when they're calling Dee Selwyn, and it's like, it's weird calling yourself, and she's speaking as if it's Camilla or, you know, Rita calling herself. And it's like, no, you called yourself. And like, you know, there's stuff like that. They're like, that's cool. That's like a fun rewatchy thing. And there's a bunch of that. I think there's clues all over the place about what this means and what it is. But it's so bonkers.
and when you're listening to the recording of the voice message, you're listening to hear if it's Rita. You're not
Right.
paying attention to whether or not it's Betty's voice.
That could be Naomi
and
Watts,
it's got to be Betty's voice. I'm sure
Okay.
if you go back and listen to it, you're like, oh, that was her.
Okay, so let's play this game.
Okay.
I See Dead People. What was the movie
Sixth
called?
Sense.
Sixth Sense. Fight Club.
Yep.
Memento.
Memento. Well, Memento, you kind of know right from the beginning.
Well,
No,
no,
you
you
don't.
you realize eventually, because he cracks his own case and he realizes, like, I
Oh,
need to
yeah, it's true.
keep
It takes
this
you
mystery
just
going
can't
for
ever
forever.
rewatch any of those movies because then you already know what's happening.
I rewatched Sixth Sense and Fight Club.
The
Quite a bit, though.
Village. you
Fight
know
Club,
what's-
it's pretty fun.
Well, yeah.
I
but-
rewatched Fight Club pretty
But
recently.
you
Yeah.
don't go into it going, I wonder who it is.
Yeah.
No.
But it's fun because you notice things every time. You're like,
Sure.
oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah, yeah.
But those movies arguably over-explain this
It
is
will
what happened.
flash back through all of
Yeah.
it and be like, ooh, remember this scene? And you're
Right.
like,
So
oh.
obviously, David Lynch's snobby level 10 obviously.
Does not do that for you.
I don't care for you, audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I
You'll
guess
get it or you don't.
is that this is where it's like, does it really pay to be snobby? Like, imagine if this movie did that. If it really did that, would it be?
Gave you that aha
Would
moment.
it just be another movie? Would it just be because Fight Club is a great movie, and
Oh, yeah.
and Memento is, I mean, come on,
Yeah.
launched the career of one of the greatest directions of our generation. So, are those movies aren't bad. Sixth Sense is his
They're
best,
great.
also his best movie.
All those movies are great.
Yeah,
And
Arguably, all
Lynch
those
got
other
Best Director nom
directors
for
are.
this.
Yeah. Arguably, all of those other directors are better.
well,
David
except for
Lynch.
one of them who peaked and just slowly fell down
Different.
further and further.
they're different.
Yeah.
And I think he took great joy in confusing and frustrating people and not explaining himself.
I just don't feel like he could do it that way.
Yeah.
Is it because he didn't plan it out enough and he just adds random stuff? Or is it because he just really wants to kind of... You know what I'm saying? This is where I get a little bit like, is Wong Kar-wai and David Lynch a genius or are they just poorly planned out?
I think both. Well, in this case, half of this movie was shot as a pilot.
Yeah, that's true.
And then when he got funding to do the full movie, he was like, I don't even know what the rest of it would be.
Yeah.
Until he meditated or something.
And then it came to him. Exactly right.
As a string of pearls or something, whatever weird David Lynchian thing. And then he was like, it's this. And so I think we see stuff dropped, stuff added that doesn't make sense, but he's probably like, well, it's a dream. Like, it doesn't have to make sense, and I don't want it to make sense. I don't know. There's stuff like that. Twin Peaks 2 has so much of this where you're like,
Fire Walk with Me is very like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I love it sometimes.
Yeah.
I would also compare this to the kind of feeling I got watching 2001. Like, why? Why is this even here? Why did they put that there? There's no connection. I don't understand what was happening at the end. I don't understand. Like,
he became a star child, Mariah. How complicated?
Yeah, it's not that complicated, Mariah. Jeez.
Right?
Ugh.
But I think
the monolith appears to him and he becomes a star child after traveling through the Stargate. Like, what's the deal? What's your deal?
What's the disconnect?
I forgot about.
Time collapses. He's all ages at once, and he becomes a giant star baby. Like, what?
Yeah. This is another one of those. You know, I needed the mansplaining. Thanks.
There we go.
Thanks for that.
It's up its own snobby.
Actually, if you remember.
Actually.
But yeah,
actually,
there was as much plot understanding in that movie as there was for me in this movie. Differently, but similar.
As Kimberly texted me, I don't understand what this movie's about. I was like, me either. And we weren't done with it. And when we got done with it, it was like, immediately open up the internet and be like, what did you think this movie was about? And in that, it was like, oh, right. Like, I did connect more dots. Again, like, I was like, I'm in love with you when they make love the first time.
Oh, which, by the way,
and I was like,
why?
How is she in love with her already?
Just met each other.
Right.
What is going on right now?
But then you go,
she doesn't even know her name.
Yeah.
Well, and in that moment, you're like, that's absurd. But when you go, oh, it's because she's already in love with this person from this other real life.
Yeah.
Then it's like kind of great. But when you watch it the first time, you're frustrated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense for the characters. Again, because none of these characters are real.
No.
Like, that's kind of the great thing.
Or are they? Are they?
But you know what I mean? Like, I think that's what makes me appreciate that he did not hold my hand. And then I think about the movie with the full perspective. It's like, oh, yeah, that was pretty cool. Thinking about the guy who was terrified of the face that he saw across the diner. And to me, I'm like, he saw Naomi Watts hiring someone to kill somebody. You know, like, that's the face he saw. Or that's what she thought he saw. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, in her dream version, he saw her at her most vile talking to that guy at the table, right? And you go, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, true.
But it's nonsense watching it the first time.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and that's again, like, would you rather be, I guess that's the difference between a snobby director who doesn't make money versus a snobby director who makes money.
Yeah.
Because Memento arguably is a pretty snobby concept in movie making, but because it explains it, it's also accessible in a way that this movie can't be.
Mm-hmm.
And is that the level? Is snobbery less accessible? Which it seems to be. That is kind of the definition of snobbery, right? Like, you are above an elite. Like, very few people really understand the true meaning of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. To the degree it should be understood, obviously.
Right.
So that's like we have the top level here, but then to be a truly snobby movie is it just not, finishing up the movie?
Yeah, there's weird stuff. I'm wearing my Cornetto trilogy shirt, which was not totally intentional, although I was like, wear a movie shirt. But like, these movies are incredibly rewatchable because they will explain the movie within, the first bit, they'll talk about all these things that eventually pays off as like basically foreshadowing, like intense foreshadowing.
Right.
But you don't need it. The movie still works on that level, and then later you're like, wow, they're so smart. Like, oh, Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are so cool.
It's true. They're so funny.
David Lynch is like, screw that. You don't get even the first level explained to you.
No.
But I will put in a bunch of Easter eggs, and maybe you'll figure them out. Maybe you won't.
Yeah, and I'm going to bring this old couple back in the end and drive that woman to kill herself.
That was the wildest.
That
like,
was
those
the
are
wildest.
her parents tormenting her.
Who are they that are coming after her?
And why are
her
they
reality?
so small?
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
David Lynch did say Wizard of Oz was an inspiration, and like Wizard of Oz is trippy as hell. Like,
Yeah, it's true. And
So
it's all
you
a
can
dream,
kinda-
And less trippy than the books. So yeah, exactly right.
yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, is it less weird than that? Maybe.
They don't explain why
less music.
Marty knows, the disgraced nuclear physicist either in Back to the Future. So I'd say that's very similar David Lynch style aspect to that movie as well, I suppose.
Sure, I suppose we could make connections all day long.
I wonder what all the theories are about it. I feel like Marty was trying to hustle some cash and said, I'll mow your unkempt lawn, Doc. And then they became friends.
Yeah.
I don't know what the real answer is, but
No,
that's
I think he was helping get
guess.
some of that uranium.
I think he was just that kid being bullied and made friends with the weirdo down the street.
Yeah, the disgraced nuclear physicist.
Yeah. If we're going to try and
Doc
understand stuff. But that's probably for another day.
Ode to you, John Mulaney. Ode to
But
you.
like, what the blue box is, I was like, is this Pandora's box? Like, what is the blue box?
Well, and also that's so telling of the blue key and where the blue key in the first part is not a real looking key, but neither is the box and what's in it or whatever it does. And then in the second half, when there's just a legit blue key, you're like, okay, this could also be an indicator that this is the reality. That other thing was some weird dream.
Well, I guess to me it's like, did she make a weird box to fit a blue key? Because the blue key represented the hit.
Right.
And once they opened that box, the fantasy collapsed on itself, right? Because then the reality that you killed your lover.
Yes, I like that a lot actually, because the blue key is the only like tangible thing to bring you back to reality.
Yeah.
Other than the dead body.
Yeah. That was a gnarly dead body they found.
Yeah, it was
in the bed. I was
been
like,
there for a little bit.
Yeah.
It stunk. It's such a weird movie.
The MacGuffin.
And I kind of like it more in hindsight.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the No Banda performance? Would you, if you went to that, as a real human in real life, because maybe that sort of exists, or maybe it's fully David Lynch. I was kind of into it as a weird performance art thing.
Oh, for sure.
It kind of gave me the same vibes as like watching Interview with a Vampire when they go to like the theater of the vampires and everybody's watching and it's like, is that really happening? Or like, but they're doing everything pre-recorded. I mean, it's very different material, but it kind of gives you that same vibe. Like everybody's watching in weird horror or emotion. And
that's a cool cover of Crying. What's that song? You know what I'm talking about?
That they sang in the theater. Yeah.
Yeah, in Spanish.
Yes.
I was into it.
Yeah, it was good.
Also, speaking of actors, again, fun fact, that was the script supervisor, was the blue-haired lady.
Yep. That's the one. That's why when Ryan said it's all the pretty people, I'm like, they just literally pulled random people out there, threw a wig on them.
Well, he was like, I'm taken by your beauty. Let me throw you up in this balcony.
Yeah,
Well, and
after you stared at her a
and
few
people
times.
that aren't
Maybe.
stereotypically beautiful, the crazy bum face behind the restaurant is like horror movie queen. She's the nun, and from The Conjuring.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's got a
No
very
way.
distinctive
That
nose.
actress is the all
Really?
the Conjurings and the nun. Yeah.
That's where this movie feels like it's an 80s movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, this is 2001? Mm-hmm. Also, this was going to be a fun fact, but I got to just jump to it.
Do it.
Well, I'm already throwing him out.
ABC was partially not into the TV project because he felt the leads were too old.
Yes.
And I was like, how old is Naomi Watts? Like, she looks young.
Yeah.
She's 33.
Yeah.
Her
And this is
career
like a
did
breakout-
not take off. She was
Yeah.
about to run her car off the road before she got this part.
Which is why she
That
says
is
this part was more.
so
Yeah.
crazy to
Yeah.
me. One,
Yeah.
because she looks
She really
the
tapped
same.
into that desperation, I think, probably.
Yeah. I mean, she looks the same
Now.
and is great.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what?
Also, I think if anyone was going to get nominated for an Oscar for this movie, it should have been her. I feel like she
lot of
did
people said
such
that.
a great job.
It was such a weird. If it was just Betty, you'd be like, this is a weird performance,
Yeah.
which is Lynchian.
Yeah.
But the two-sided when she becomes Diane, you're like, oh, dang. Like, you were acting a lot in this movie.
Yeah.
Well, even actually, when I was creeped out and impressed with her audition, you know, like the audition in the movie, that always seems hard.
So great.
Actors acting in a movie, and you're like, are you supposed to be good right now? Are you supposed to not be good?
Yeah.
But she seemed good, and I was compelled and creeped out.
Yeah.
But then I was like, what is this part? How old is this character supposed to be?
Right. When they're running lines with her and Rita earlier, you don't imagine that this is actually what the acting is going to be. And then suddenly it's this old, creepier guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
and then it's like, if she's 30, how old is she supposed to be in the movie? You know, like I can't.
Yeah.
'Cause the
she's
part
my
seems like it's like a
parents are
teenager.
upstairs. Yeah. I would
Yes.
say young.
Right. And like you'll go to jail or something. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
how old? You know, you're 33. This is consent. It's maybe gross, but consensual. Like, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
It's what a weird movie. It's all so weird.
It's also weird. You guys ever watched the TV show Barry?
A little bit. Yeah.
I got the same
Great show.
vibes for the main female protagonist as this. I was like, oh, this is kind of like the same thing. She just kind of goes crazy and is like ready to
Yeah.
kill her co-actress or whatever.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, this is like very similar vibes going down.
yeah. And then also, like,
Hollywood.
more fun facty of the fact that this was actually intended originally to be a spin-off of Twin Peaks. And
Yeah.
Naomi Watts'
I
character is actually supposed to be Audrey Horne, and you kind of get that vibe from her, like the curly, cute hair, but she's also a little
Yes.
unhinged
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I saw different. I saw that David Lynch was like, I maybe thought about that for 10 minutes or something. And I don't know how true that was. But again, like vibe wise,
It would work.
Twin Peaks.
Yeah, very much.
Also, the fact that it's a TV show, which I did like, all of these characters, he was excited to go through their backstory, which is why there's a ton of characters in this movie that have like nothing going down. You could totally have the detective episodes.
Right,
You could
because
have,
and if he
could-
really partly did a pilot, then
But
yeah, that
Robert
would
Forster
track
probably had more to do. in
that.
the
Yeah,
TV.
that
You'd
track that
think.
you were going to get more information about, like
Surely,
the
you'd think so.
mobster guys
But
or
don't
the
call me Shirley.
detectives or yeah.
Yeah, the hitman
You
or
pr-
the cowboy.
You probably would have found out who Rita really was.
Figure out-
and-
it,
the director.
it kind of made it, you know, thinking about other movies with similar like nonsensical stuff in some ways. It's like Big Lebowski. It's kind of got some of those vibes where it's just real weird.
yeah, the whole
Randos
Julianne
that you
Moore
kinda run.
part.
So good.
Yeah.
The band.
And you're like, what is this? You know? And so in some ways I feel like, I don't know, maybe Lynch is inspiring for those guys. Like these kind of non sequitur, you're out of a weird, different universe than what we're in. Because I actually really liked the cowboy interaction with Justin Theroux. Because he was like, this is weird. You're weird.
Mm-hmm.
And the cowboy's just playing it so... Well, you know, cowboy's not an actor.
No, yeah,
he's playing it. But he's playing it however he's playing it.
Yeah.
But you're like, I'm into this. That's the stuff where I was into. The bungled hitman scene, I was
the guy
very
with the
into.
vacuum down the hallway. He's like, "Hey, come here! I can't do this by myself." And he's just standing there, like looking at him.
Well, just like I'm gonna shoot at the wall, doing the thing these cool guys do, and
Something
then the lady
bit
shrieking.
Yeah, it's so
it's
like
just-
I
it's
loved
like,
those.
oh,
Yeah,
that's
I loved
great.
those parts. Those were fun.
Oh,
And
it's
then
just nuts.
so then thinking about why would Diane dream or whatever version dream that this guy was an incompetent hitman. It's like because maybe she wished he couldn't have done the job
Right.
or something.
Right.
Like
He would have
Right.
botched
there's this
it, and she
interesting
lived,
like,
and it
that's
maybe
it.
would
why
have
would
like,
you recast him as this
Yeah.
character?
Yeah.
That's
And
interesting.
that's the fun thing I think about reframing it from like what did Diane need out of these stories we saw in the first half to make her feel less guilty, or it's because she felt more guilty. Again, I think that's the cafe guy seeing a monster essentially when he looked across the diner, because she's like, that is who I am.
Yeah.
That's all super cool.
Yeah.
Again, you can't track that when you watch the movie at all.
No.
I got it. I got my hot take. After all this talk, I'm totally agreeing. I wish this movie was directed by the Coen brothers, because they has the same
pretty cool.
random characters, except in the Coen brothers movies, they all make sense what those random characters add to the plot. So having the
Or like
weirdness.
Quentin Tarantino. Imagine
Oh, yeah.
Quentin Tarantino doing
Sure.
this,
Tarantino, same thing.
Yeah.
Sergio Leone.
Yeah, it would have been like
why
4
not?
rooms or something.
But like that's the thing. Like I feel like making it the snobbier. I just don't know if I think that's better filmmaking. And this is where it's like is David Lynch better than a Tarantino or the Coen brothers because it's more wide open? No, I love all of these weird characters and aspects. That's great, but just to leave it open and loose so you have to think about it more, I'm like, sure, or it's not great storytelling. Completely. I know that's where I'm really trying to like decide.
I
don't-
think for David
I don't
Lynch,
know.
it's like
I
you
don't know
like
either.
him or you don't. I mean, there are people that would never watch Twin Peaks, and there are people
sure.
that love Twin Peaks, me being one of them. But
Yeah.
I still, this movie still had some really difficult things for me to be like,
But like Firewalk with Me was too much,
yeah. They took
right? Like the
everything
show
that
was
was
great,
weird and made it
and
weirder.
then Firewalk with Me, I was like, what's happening? Like,
It's all red curtains all day long.
It's like it went too far down the rabbit hole
Yeah.
of David Lynch, where Twin Peaks kind of kept a nice
Yeah.
dipping layer of melodrama and weirdness.
Yeah.
And
you had time
damn
to
fine cup of coffee.
establish all the characters and develop some stories. And yeah, there's mystery, but mostly you're still getting a story for each of these people. And
Yeah, I still and also have the opinion that creative genius directors and writers need someone to push against them as well. That, like, the best Star Wars were when they're collaborative. The best, like, as much as
that's
David
exactly
Lynch,
what I was thinking, like leaving George
'Cause-
Lucas to make it all by himself. Don't do that.
David Lynch even said, because he left the TV world because it was too collaborative. And yes, they did give him a lot of notes. But one of his best friends is like, yeah, you should steer these notes to the right to do this, make it more cohesive. And so...
And palatable for humans,
Yes.
or people that are conscious.
Now, much
Kind
in the way Wong Kar-wai kept us interested, and I would say he did keep us interested in Chungking Express, this does keep you interested the entire time. You're not...
Yeah.
And similar to...
with false hopes of a...
yeah,
Yes,
maybe.
you're
Connection.
trying to make
yeah,
it
there's
work.
that too.
And the people in it are great actors. And
killing
I
it.
mean, you
Yeah.
can get through it based on that alone. I didn't get tired watching this movie.
No.
I was very invested and just sadly left without like the completed checklist of what happened.
Yeah. No, great weird world building, great fantasy world building, great concept that came through. Don't know if I prefer this type of snobbiness to a more palatable, good director that I love. That's what I think my kind of big takeaway when I watch David Lynch. I think he has the skill to really get, and people like to work with him.
Sure.
It seems like
seemingly
everyone likes to work with him.
I think it's just frustrating that he doesn't tie it up a little bit. Just a little.
Yeah.
It's so, I think people love maybe just how artistic he is. Like, it's funny to me that Steven Spielberg cast him, on The Fabelmans.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is funny.
And you're like, really? Like, and it's like, I think he admires him. He's such an interesting character.
And he brings out so many interesting things in the actors. I mean, just watching how people play their, it's nuts.
Well, and trying to exist in a world where he's got, his producer friend playing a fairly large part with actual like the amalgam of all of it. It's like, what is good acting even in a David Lynch movie? And how much does that matter is all kind of weird. It really makes you examine film or TV in a way. I'd be curious for like a film class or something to watch this straight through one way and then like flip the parts and rewatch it again where you start with Diane.
Yeah.
And then you finish with Betty.
Right.
And be like, what did you learn about all this? Because I think there is something very appealing about the idea of a rewatch. Mm-hmm. Everyone I've talked to, you two and my wife, about doing that is like, no. Myself included. Like, I don't want to rewatch it. But I bet if you did, you'd be like,
oh. I know.
But I researched the heck out of it. I mean, I would keep trying to figure it out in other ways than actually having to do the work of the rewatch.
I love that the rewatch is more work.
The rewatch, or I just need more time between taking another stab at it or something.
I think there's such cool things about trying to interpret Diane's psyche when witnessing the first part, but it's crazy. Versus my favorite movie, Arrival.
Yeah.
You can watch it through once. And it's cool. It's great watching it that way. But then if you rewatched it, you'd see how well it all still worked, even knowing the twist.
Yeah. I think it would also, there's got to be a sit-down tribute to David Lynch where all of the actors, everybody from Blue Velvet and Twin Peaks and all these movies sit down together and go, what did you think he was trying to get us to do? Or what do you think that movie actually meant? Or how did he pull that character out of you? And like, I feel like I want to hear their impressions and find out more like why everybody loved working with him so much. Like, is it just because he was the epitome of snobby, or was it because he was just a real good hang? I don't know.
I don't know if
it is madness to me that Naomi Watts wasn't successful before this movie.
Yeah, she tried so hard.
Yeah. She does have a blonde girl in Hollywood is like, that was kind of the joke too. Like,
but she's Australian.
Right.
Well, she's Nicole Kidman's best friend. Like, she could have got in on
you think
that,
so, right?
Maybe.
Well,
yeah.
Did we talk about how successful this was in the box office?
Not.
Because it wasn't.
It made, what was it, like a $15 million budget and made 20?
This says it made less than that, but I'd be interested. Yeah, this says it made 14
I think
million.
It made more.
It made a little bit more.
Cheap. this movie is cheap. $7 million first round for the TV project version, $8 million to finish, or maybe it's switch that.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
And it's big. I mean, they are now big actors in this, and I don't know. But also, he's just cast randos. So.
Well, yeah. If you're booking Ann Miller, who was used to salaries from the 1940s, and it's her last film, you probably didn't have to pay her a lot.
That's funny.
There's probably several people and people that were like getting detective TV shows as their normal pay. Like probably nobody was expecting a huge paycheck.
The other thing that it felt like they were stealing shots. There's a shot after, maybe it's when they go to the club or the performance art thing. They catch a cab. It just looks like they filmed them getting into a real cab.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a set. It was like, all right, let's just catch you. Let's not get permits. Very Jim Jarmusch. You know, like you don't have a real crew, so we're just going to steal stuff where we can or whatever.
Yeah.
That's funny, yeah.
I did love the fun fact about Justin Theroux's taking the golf club to the car, busting up the windshield.
I noticed a reference too, but I don't know more about that.
Apparently, Jack Nicholson actually did that.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know what the circumstances were surrounding it, but then they were calling him, what did they call it? Like Jack something. They called him gave him a nickname or something afterwards. And
that's funny.
Yeah.
I did think it was a fun quirk that he was just wandering around with a golf club.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Just in case you had to bust
I was like, does he have a weird cool guy cane? It's like, oh no, he's got a golf club.
Yeah. Well, and also just the bravery or stupidity that he attacked like these guys who are threatening his life just to get an actress in, and he's like going after their windshield and then just peeling out in his convertible like really fast.
Oh, that's funny. I took a 2-iron in a fit of road rage.
Road rage.
So it's just, that's funny.
Less cool Jack.
Yeah, that's funny.
He's a wild guy. Should we get into some fun facts?
Let's do it. Let's do some more. I think we've already.
I'm dropping all the ones I have in my brain.
Yeah,
so
do it.
you
Let's go.
You fill in the blanks, Pat.
I mean, we might have done most of it, to be honest.
They're all good.
Oh, I think the one I have left, really. Well, there's two. One was because part of the movie, or this was filmed as made for TV. The aspect ratio was kind of weird.
Oh yeah.
So David Lynch had set out to projectionists to cut off the bottom of the frame in the theater, if anything, because how it was filmed, he was worried heads would get cut off, and so he sent all these typed notes and. Also, raise the volume 3 decibels or something.
Yeah, with the reels, he had all these handwritten notes.
Yeah, your friend David Lynch.
That's great.
So that's fun. But yeah, the other one was the Sierra Bonita Apartments. When I was watching the movie, I was like, "Oh, those are cool doors." And it turns out they were the Snow White cottages built by Disney.
Whoa.
For people to basically work in. They were little working bungalows.
Actors. Yeah.
And so they were themed. That's why the doors were weird and kind of wooden. Because they were the Snow White cottages.
Yeah,
and I was
fun.
Oh,
that
makes a lot of sense. Because these doors are interesting. Okay, yes, it makes sense. It's Snow White.
Yeah.
That's great.
I think those are my fun facts. I mean, I guess we could go. Do we want to go through David Lynch's 10 clues to unlocking this thriller?
Let's do that. One more thing is a lot of people think this is inspired by Sunset Boulevard.
I heard that. That and Wizard of Oz.
Yes, which is kind of a fun I'm like, oh yeah, the
dark
classic
Hollywood.
Yeah, definitely similar vibes. There's some desperation. Yeah.
That poor sucker laying down in the pool's me. All right, let's go through the 10 clues, Pat. You got this ready? You got this your research crews helps you out here?
Queued up.
Okay.
Yeah, got it ready.
Let's do this.
Okay. Number 1. Pay particular attention in the beginning of the film. At least 2 clues are revealed before the credits. I assume part of that's the jitterbug dancing we see over the beginning. You're like, what is this?
Yes.
Notice appearances of the red lampshade. Can you hear the title of the film that Adam Kesher is auditioning actresses for? Is it mentioned again?
Oh.
An accident is a terrible event. Notice the location of the accident. Who gives a key and why? Notice the robe, the ashtray, the coffee cup. What is felt, realized, and gathered at Club Silencio? Did talent alone help Camilla? Notice the occurrences surrounding the man behind Winkies. They say it's a man.
Right?
Yeah.
Where
Which is funny. Not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is Aunt
Sorry,
Ruth?
Bonnie. What was
There
the
you
last
go.
one?
Where is Aunt Ruth?
Where is Aunt Ruth?
Oh, where is Aunt Ruth?
Yeah. She ain't real.
That one I don't totally know.
She's calling from wherever
the aunt
she
had
made it.
died. Didn't she say? Didn't Diane, the aunt, had died and left her money?
In part 2, yeah, she'd been left an inheritance from her aunt.
Yeah, I think the other version, I guess, is she's alive and well, and she just left her apartment. Maybe that's what she
She was
wished
just
had
going to
happened.
be gone for a while or something. Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, apparently that will help you unlock the mysteries as you watch the movie.
Sure.
There's a whole website like mulhollanddrive.net and expands on these things.
Oh.
That's
If
fun.
you really want to dig in.
So just go
I
to
do
Reddit,
later.
Go to Reddit like I do. That's what I'd be.
Just give me
So
the
you don't
answer.
have the answers, Pat. I was waiting for the answers for all these.
Nope, just clues.
I have parts, I guess.
Okay.
What is the name
But
of the
also-
movie she auditioned for?
Oh, it is the Sunset something.
That's
Sorry, let me
not.
find it. Research team,
That's not enough information.
get on this. Hold, you guys can fill time.
So, anyways, and that's why Pat isn't allowed to go near. No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that David Lynch didn't write the 10 clues. Then, who wrote the 10 clues?
I don't know.
I think
but
he
it
did.
makes it in-
I think the production company was like, "This movie's crazy. You need to give
Yeah,
people."
that's what
a
I assume.
chance.
Because if
So he
David
probably
Lynch,
just wrote a bunch of sentences and like, there's no. This isn't going to help anyone.
right. Oh, that's nuts.
Another kind of cool thing was apparently a few people have done this. Was on the DVD, there aren't chapters. If you skip, you just go to the credits.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Which apparently Robert Zemeckis also did in Forrest Gump.
Huh.
So you can't go jump to different places.
You can't go chapter by chapter.
You can't start at part 2 without
Nope.
fast forwarding.
You gotta watch the whole thing.
Curses.
So when you're watching it and listening to Dark Side of the Moon, I guess my question is
Backwards.
backwards.
John is dead.
Yes.
That's fascinating. Yeah,
I'd say Diane is dead.
Diane. Yeah, I think I don't know what else. Now it's hard to like unhear that in the whole scenario.
Yeah.
The whole hit thing is still kind of a weird, like.
I love that the hitman guy does such a terrible job.
It's so funny.
Oh. And if he was good in the actual reality, nobody ever saw how that happened, or
Yeah, exactly right.
you just know it happened because the key showed up.
Right. Oh man.
Yeah, she's like, "Why does it open?" And they didn't even.
Yeah. Not
Say
important.
Research team is failing on the name of this fake movie.
Oh,
Guess we gotta rewatch it.
there we go. That's funny. Now I want to look it up.
Sad fun fact about David Lynch.
He's dead.
Well, yeah, but he was a lifelong smoker who had emphysema, and he died from complications from the January California wildfires.
Oh, wow.
Smoke inhalation.
Man, you think you'd be good at it at that point.
Yeah, you'd think. But nope.
Oh, man.
It was too much.
Yeah. They're...
All right, I've got it.
Yes.
The Sylvia North story.
That's right.
Oh, there we go.
Because they're talking about it when she's saying, how do you know... what's her face? Camilla.
Yeah, they both... Yeah.
We were both up for the lead in that movie, and she got it.
Huh. And it's funny, too, thinking about the... when the two of them go to the theater and hear the thing... And the guy kept saying, everything's an illusion. Mm-hmm. Everything's an illusion. And they're crying, and you're like, why are they crying?
Yeah, they were really moved. I was a little...
And I thought...
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Why did she shake violently?
Yeah. It looked like she had like one of those
thunder
hand buzzers, those old school gag hand buzzers in her seat, maybe.
But it was like fake lightning and thunder happening. And she's convulsed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know some of those answers. I'd have to rewatch it a few more times.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was probably the worst acting Naomi Watts did in that whole movie. That was the only part where I was like, what?
And the best part is that she probably had to do that shot like 30 times for David Lynch, and David's like, oh, that's it. You got it. The shake.
Nailed it.
The shimmy,
Make
shimmy,
it
shake,
look like
Naomi.
you're not an actress at all. Just a person in a chair.
Yeah. Oh, it's hilarious.
I think we did it. You guys.
Oh, man. I don't even know what we did.
We solved this unsolvable movie.
Yeah. If you guys need to know the answers, listen to our podcast.
No, I feel...
That should be the... we unlock the mysteries of Muholland Drive.
You have a blue box. It's like tripping you out, and you're not sure what's going on. Watch our podcast.
We have the blue key.
We'll deliver the blue key.
Yeah.
To your psyche being broken.
Yeah.
I would say if you find a blue box with a blue key, don't open it. Your existence will end. You are a dream person.
Or someone you really like will disappear too.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Blue box. All right. Stay away from the blue boxes, guys. That's our big takeaway from David Lynch's Muholland Drive. Don't go opening any boxes now, especially if they're blue.
No.
Is that it? Is that all we got? All right.
I mean, I would say it's definitely snobby.
It was definitely David Lynch.
Did this get in your top 10, guys?
No.
Weird. That's super surprising.
But I'm so glad I finally saw it.
Yeah. It's been on my list to watch.
The mystery of not knowing what it was really about is kind of...
This is another one. The cover with Naomi Watts in like dark blue gave me no clue what this movie was going to be.
No indicator. And you should have known, too, with David Lynch, it wasn't just going to be some cool neo-noir film about Hollywood.
No. I feel like I need to... I don't even know if I watched the whole thing. I need to watch Elephant Man, because is that the most straight David Lynch movie ever? You know,
it's the highest grossing, that's for sure.
I feel like I need to watch the whole library just to see like how these compare with each other, because really my strongest David Lynch is Twin Peaks.
100%, same.
Yeah.
I take David Lynch as a director who gets a lot of freedom, and I'm not sure why. But I think he helps. I like how he inspires other people to push the limits. And this is probably similar to my takeaway with the Sean Baker from Menorah. Menorah's not my jam, but I love how he's a running gun filmmaker making really cool stuff. So the same thing with David Lynch. This inspired the next generation of directors and writers, and that's rad. We probably wouldn't have... Well, that's the irony. This came out in 2001. I keep thinking this came out in like the 80s. I'm with you, Pat. I still feel like... I know it's 20 years old now, but it still feels like it was 40 years old.
Yeah.
So, and it's hard because he was making movies in the 80s. So,
70s. I think his first one was 77.
That's the crazy thing. And that not having Laura Dern in it was also weird. I'm not going to lie. Probably because she's already, Jurassic Park had already come out. So it'd be very weird for her to come back and do this.
She probably would have.
For David Lynch, she probably would have. But yeah, there we go. This is a movie, guys, that is snobby. And there's no question about it. So if you want to be a snob, it's on the to-watch list.
Oscar nominated Best Director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't win, but he got nominated.
Okay.
But he got Best Director in Cannes. So,
Wild.
Which is, it's wild.
And was this the only time that's happened when someone started a project as a made-for-TV movie and then converted it to a feature?
This has got to be a one-off, situation.
Yeah, it's a pretty wild story.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I say. Yeah. I got nothing else, guys. I'm just exhausted of David Lynch trying to explain him.
If you like David Lynch, this has got some stuff for you.
Yeah,
if you have watched him and you do not,
this is not.
I wouldn't worry about it.
This is not the movie for you.
Don't do it. Yeah.
You can maybe watch some interesting YouTube dissections of it or something and see if it makes some sense. You go, that's cool that he did that.
This and Taxi Driver have been the two that like slap me across the face. I'm like, what? These are the movies, because these are like the Taxi Driver and this were on my like top 10 movies I need to watch.
Not Brazil.
Yeah.
I already saw Brazil.
Oh, you'd already seen Brazil.
And so like Brazil was kind of weird on its own. Yeah, I knew that was to expect, but this one I was like, I don't even know. So this was, I don't know. I still think Taxi Driver is more shocking. But this was really shocking. This is really shocking. Probably because I just didn't realize who was in Taxi Driver. Guys, this is a snobby movie. David Lynch, thank you for your contribution to cinema. I probably won't be watching everything you've ever done, but I still appreciate it. And it's fun to go down this lane. In the meantime, we're going to try to find some more snobby movies and figure out what it means to be a snob. Are we snobs? Are we getting further away from being snobs? I'm not sure anymore.
We know enough to know we don't know enough.
That's right. And that's a step in the right direction. Or maybe a direction. Or what is direction?
Question?
Statement. Thanks, guys. See you next time. This is Seth.
Mariah.
And Pat.
He's tricky. Here we go. Sorry.
Cookie.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.